What's going on, everyone? This is Money Moves episode 2, where we're talking about all the money that's flowing into the world of technology. So let's get into these stories so we can find out who's getting these millions and billions. Hemlock to win $325 million U.S. grant for Michigan chip facility. Hemlock Semiconductor LLC is in line to win $325 million in the U.S. government grants to support an expansion of its Michigan facility, where the company plans to increase manufacturing of a critical chip-making material. Now, Hemlock is the only U.S.-based maker of hyper-pure semiconductor-grade polysilicon, a core input for the wafers that are the foundation of modern electronics. The award from the 2022 CHIPS and Science Act would support construction of a new facility on Hemlock's campus in Saginaw County, Michigan, the U.S. Commerce Department announced on Monday. Advanced chip makers like Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co. and Intel Corp., each in line for their own federal funding, rely on the silicon that Hemlock produces. When the world's leading-edge artificial intelligence and technology companies buy chips from the chip companies, they're also going to be getting U.S.-made chips made with U.S.-made polysilicon manufacturer in Michigan. So it looks like a really nice chunk of change is moving over into Michigan, and that is for Hemlock. Let's check out the next Money Move news. Joby launches $200 million public offering ahead of 2025 commercial FTOL release. Electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle startup Joby Aviation has launched a public offering to sell up to $200 million of its shares of common stock per a regulatory filing. Joby said it will use the proceeds from the raise, together with its existing cash, to fund its certification and manufacturing efforts, prepare for the commercial launch in 2025, and for general working capital. Joby plans to launch air taxis for urban transportation next year in New York City and Los Angeles, alongside partners Delta Airlines and Uber, as well as in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. The startup also has a $131 million contract with the Department of Defense. So in previous videos, I talked about how air taxis are coming to the US and they are also expanding in other parts of the world. And Joby Aviation is at the top of going to be one of those key players in this air taxi world to come. Let's get into the next money move in tech. Google and DPI back African fintech MoneyPoint in $110 million round. African fintech MoneyPoint just closed $110 million in new financing, and it has landed Google's Africa Investment Fund as a new investor. The Series C round was led by Development Partners International African Development Partners ADP 3 Fund. Now, MoneyPoint initially focused on providing infrastructure and payment solutions for banks and financial institutions before pivoting to becoming a business banking provider, an area where it has found remarkable success. The African fintech caters to small and medium-sized businesses across Nigeria, offering working capital, business expansion loans, and business management tools such as expense management, business payment cards, accounting and bookkeeping solutions, and insurance. MoneyPoint says it will use the new funding to accelerate its growth across Africa. 90% of its business comes from Nigeria, as it builds digital payments, banking, foreign exchange, credit, and business management tools. The 9-year-old fintech recently forayed into the personal banking market and claims to have seen 20 times customer growth over the past year. In more Money Moves news, Brett Taylor's customer service AI startup just raised $175 million. Sierra, the AI startup co-founded by OpenAI chairman Brett Taylor, has raised $175 million in a funding round that values the startup at $4.5 billion. Sierra, launched by Taylor and longtime Google exec Clay Baver, focuses on selling AI-powered customer service chatbots to brands like Weight Watchers and SiriusXM. There's an agent component as well. The platform connects to other enterprise systems to undertake tasks on behalf of the customer without human beings involved. Sierra also lets customers customize its AI personality to their corporate brand using a constellation of generative AI models from OpenAI, Anthropic, and Meta, among others, to complete tasks and check for accuracy. So it looks like more money is flowing into the customer service world, where companies are starting to implement a lot of agents that's taking on the task of roles that normal humans would do. So that's just something to be on the lookout for. And this news is always important for you to know about. And more Money Moves news. Simbi raises $50 million Series C round to expand retail, wholesale inventory robotics. And this is the image of that machine right here. I used to see these in stores and had no clue what they were. But as I started to learn more about these machines, I found out what they were doing. So let's dive into this and see what's going on. Retailers' desire for data is driving the spread of automation. Simbi Robotics Inc. today announced it has closed a $50 million Series C equity financing round. The South San Francisco-based company said it plans to use its latest capital to meet the need for retail technology, continue growing its fleet to stores and brands worldwide, and expand it to new product areas. Simbi's store intelligence platform includes the Tally item scanning robot, which uses computer vision to identify product locations, stock levels, and pricing and promotion information. The platform also includes artificial intelligence to help streamline inventory management and store operations while enhancing store team and shopper experiences, said the company. This year, Simbi announced new and expanded partnerships with major chains including Spartan Nash, Wakefern Food Corp, Northeast Grocery, Albertsons Companies, and Carrefour SA. It also strengthened existing partnerships with BJ's Wholesale Club, Schnuck Markets, and multiple Fortune 500 retailers. In the next article, Path Robotics raises $100 million to automate welding. Over the past 12 months, Path Robotics has closed $100 million in new investments. The Columbus, Ohio-based company said it is dedicated to embodying artificial intelligence so that robotic systems can take on challenges that traditional automation is incapable of tackling. Founded in 2018 by brothers Andy and Alex Lounsbury, Path Robotics' stated goal is to fill gaps in the manufacturing industry. As a result, the company has created robots that use AI, machine learning, and computer vision systems to fit up and weld parts. The company currently has 2 robotic welding products in the market. The first, the AW-3 or the AW3 robotic welding cell, can handle large parts as big as 70 feet long, and the AF1 robotic welding cell, on the other hand, can pick, fit, and weld parts without human intervention. Path Robotics said both of its welding cells can autonomously weld steel parts and are deployed in fabrication shops across the US and Canada. And this right here is going to give you a little bit more insight on what this welding robot is doing. So that's kind of that welding robot doing a little bit of welding on this piece right here. And then here is some more visual insight of this welding robot where it's doing its job. Chinese data center firm GDS raises $1 billion for overseas infrastructure expansion. GDS Holdings, a major developer and operator of high-performance data centers in China and Southeast Asia, has raised $1 billion from institutional private equity investors. That financing via Series B investment in the affiliate known as GDS International, which serves as a holding company for Shanghai-based GDS data center assets and operations outside mainland China, was mostly led by U.S. investors, including technology-focused venture capital firm Go2 Management and hedge fund the Ballpost Group, according to GDS statement. Together with GDS International's existing equity, the Series B funding will be sufficient to capitalize the development of up to 1 gigawatt of total data center capacity, which is more than twice the current size of the company's facilities in service and under construction outside the mainland. And then, in our next Money Moves news, FarmDroid obtains over $11 million to deploy its modular robot globally. Farmers today face challenges including the need to reduce chemical inputs, decrease the reliance on manual labor, and cut operational costs, noted FarmDroid APS. The company, which is developing a solar-powered autonomous robot, this week said it has secured a 10.5 million investment around $11.37 million. FarmDroid said it has developed a versatile, easy-to-operate, lightweight, and affordable robot to address agricultural challenges. The modular FarmDroid FD20 can sow, remove weeds, and reduce pesticide usage with a new micro-spray system. The company added that its system can operate continuously in the field, powered by solar energy. With mechanical weeding, FarmDroid said it can reduce the use of certain pesticides by up to 100% compared to conventional methods. It claimed that its system promotes sustainability while preserving soil health and reducing operational expenses. So it looks like a lot of money is going into different areas in the world of technology. We have chips, we have air taxis, then we have robots for farms and inventory robots in stores. So it's important to always stay informed. So in order to do that, like the video, subscribe, and then check out this video where I previously talked about in Money Moves episode 1. You definitely don't want to miss that because you can learn more about the things you should know happening in the world of technology.